We know that vitamin D helps our immune systems, but in addition to helping our immunity, I'm going to go in depth on the benefits of vitamin D that you may not have heard of. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Dr. Janine Bowring, naturopathic doctor and researcher, and I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Also give me a big thumbs up and click that bell so you always get my future and newest uploads. So going in depth now on the benefits of vitamin D. So we know, and we've talked about vitamin D and immunity. Certainly it's in the news everywhere today and has been for the past few months with the pandemic. And the vitamin D receptors are on most of the cells in the body. And this is specifically important when we talk about the T helper cells of the immune system. And if we're low in vitamin D, it turns off this big epigenetic switch, which is a gene that helps with our immunity. So imagine you're in a room with no lights on. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get around very well. And that's the same with our immune system. So it's something to think about, that if we're not turning on that big switch of our immunity because of a lack of a vitamin D, this is a scary thing, especially when we're talking about keeping our immune system healthy to fight off viruses, bacteria, and all of those other things that could be coming at us potentially on a daily basis. Vitamin D is very much related to the upper respiratory tract as well, and being able to get over a viral infection has a lot to do with our vitamin D status. And this makes me think of my dad, who was chronically suffering with upper respiratory tract infections. He would get a cough every winter, and he, of course, like so many other people that stay indoors, and we live in Canada, so staying indoors, not getting any natural vitamin D exposure, having relatively no vitamin D in his diet. So if you want to look for dietary sources, you can check out my other video on that. But again, my dad had a vitamin D deficiency. So I said, Dad, you got to go get your levels checked. So sure enough, he went to the doctors and he was deficient, severely deficient in his vitamin D. So right away, he started taking his vitamin D supplement, and I'm happy to report he's been well and isn't susceptible to the cough and the lung issues and that inflammation in his lungs since upping his vitamin D. Also, we know that vitamin D has a lot to do with the health of our bones and our teeth. It has a lot to do with our calcium metabolism and helping to maintain strong bones and teeth. Now, what's interesting is mental health. So when I think, of course, about the global pandemic, everything that's been happening, and our mental status is of utmost importance. And, vitamin D deficiency, and the studies have even shown that making sure that we have enough vitamin D maintains our healthy mental status. And in this study, which was looking at the pathogenesis of mental disorders in childhood and in adolescence specifically. So we do worry about the kids and the younger ones, that definitely there was a correlation between the vitamin D status and making sure we're maintaining that to have that healthy mind. So another area and topic of discussion that I am interested in, and I think we need to be talking more about, are EMFs. So electromagnetic fields, magnetic radiation from all of our devices, our cell phones and cell phone towers and 5G. And what's interesting with vitamin D, again, is that research has shown that and this was a rat study that was done, that by maintaining a healthy vitamin D status, it was very protective against the negative effects of EMFs on the rats. So again, food for thought. Yes, we're not gonna, abandon our cell phones and crawl into a cave. We have to live, in my opinion, in our normal, civilized way that we do with all of the technology that helps us in so many ways. But the counteracting effect and the negative side of this is that, of course, the EMF radiation. So we have to protect ourselves. So make sure you're maintaining your vitamin D levels to protect your cells from this phenomenon that is in our modern world. Now, another benefit of vitamin D is that it affects our microbiome. And if you've ever heard me speak about the microbiome in past episodes, you can check those out as well. The research shows that vitamin D status and the vitamin D receptors have a lot to do with the health of our gut and our gut ecology. And maintaining that healthy microbiome, we know, is super important for our immune system. So over 80% of our immunity comes from our gut. We have to maintain that healthy gut, that healthy microbiome. So the good diversity in our guts with, having enough of those good probiotics in there. And again, I have other videos all about this. If you want to learn more about that, check those videos out. But the research is showing that vitamin D has a lot to do with maintaining that healthy microbiome. So thanks for watching today. If this helped you to learn something new, which I hope that it did, please give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Also click that bell so you always get my future notifications for when we go live for our videos as well. So I want you to be on the club and getting all of those great uploads. Also, I appreciate all your messages. So if you want to leave a question or a comment below, I would love to hear from you. If you think this information that I shared today can help someone else to enlighten them about vitamin D deficiency, click that share button and share this great information with them. I'll see you next time, and remember to always take care of your good health and do it naturally.